Hello, my lovely Form 1s. We are back to our virtual learning, and today becomes day 2 of our topic, the use of land in our community. The use of land in our community. The use of land in our community. Now, what are we going to learn today? Today we have a lot on our hands to cover. So, what are we learning today? By the close of today's lesson, we should be able to describe how layout for settlement are made, or what to consider when zoning an area. 2, we are to identify the implication for not demolishing bad layout settlement, and then also the implications or the problems of demolishing bad layout settlement. We also go on to learn the ways of preventing bad layout settlement, and then we discuss the causes of flood, effect of flood, and then ways of controlling flooding in Ghana, because we all know that flood is considered as a natural disaster. So what are we going to begin with? We are going to begin with how layouts for settlement are made. How layouts for settlement are made. The first one is area zone for roads. It says that area zone for roads must not be closer to a playing field, a recreational center, okay? Because it can cause an accident. So an area zone for roads must always be far away from a playing ground where children go to play. The second one says area zone for construction of schools. A school must not be closer to a market or an industry, because students need a quiet environment to learn. So area zone for construction of school should not be closer to a factory, a market, because we always need a quiet place in the school to learn. The third one says area zone for residential purposes. An area for residential purposes should never be closer to a factory, a market, a busy or a commercial center, because we've gone to work, we are tired, we are back to our homes to have a sound sleep. So a market, we talk of a market, a lorry park, these places or factories should not be closer to a residential area. A residential area is where we go, that's where we reside, where we sleep. Okay, now let's go to the next one. The implications or the effect of bad layouts. When the layouts are badly laid, okay, what will be the effects? Now, when a layout is in a bad situation, one, it makes movement within the settlement difficult. When a layout is badly laid, it makes movement within the settlement difficult. It promotes outbreak of diseases and disaster, because there will not be good sanitation in that area. The next one is that it's going to create noise and overcrowding. That is what happens in a badly laid out settlement. There's always noise and overcrowding situation there. Now the fourth one is it destroys the beauty of the town or the area. When you visit any badly laid out settlement, you realize that the place is not nice at all, and it's a place that you will never like to be, because it's not attractive. Now, it says that it's also a place for harboring criminals. Any place that is not well laid, okay, it is a place where criminals go out, commit crimes, and then they go to hide it, because they know that the place is not well planned. So it's a harbor place for criminals. That is it. Now let's go to the problems or the implication for demolishing badly layout settlement. What will be the implication? When we have a badly layout settlement and we go there to demolish, to break them down, what will be the effect? One is that people are going to be made homeless. If a structure or building is just broken down, the person living in that house will not find a place to live. So we say that people are made homeless. Anytime badly layouts are demolished, people are made homeless. Money or resources are wasted. People use money, other resources to put up structures, buildings. And what happens is that they are all demolished at once. All the resources they wasted all go waste. Now, it also results in conflict. As they know, point two will tell you something here. Why is it resulting in conflict? Because they've wasted a lot of money to put up a building. And all of a sudden, you say that the place is not well laid out, so you're coming to break it down. The people will not just stand there and allow to break their structures. So it will end up with a fight with authorities. Now, properties are also destroyed. Anytime an area is demolished, properties, a whole lot of properties are destroyed. You are all witness to what happened some time ago when we were in school. A place in American House was just demolished. And you know a lot of people are residing in that area. And they were made homeless. Let's continue. We move to our next attention for the day. What is ways of what? Preventing bad layout settlement. How do you prevent? Now that we know the effects, the implication for demolishing bad layout settlement, what can we do to prevent it from what? Even happening in the first place. So we say ways of preventing what? Bad layout settlement. One, public education on the benefit of what? A good layout. The people must be educated that when there's a good layout, these are the benefits. There's free movement of goods and services. There's free supply of what? Utilities, water, electricity. When there's fire outbreak, the fire service can just get to the scene and quench the fire easily because the layout are in what? Good situation or good plan. The next one is, it says demolishing of unauthorized what? Buildings or what? Structures. Another way of preventing bad layout settlement is that anytime a building is put at an unauthorized place or the building itself is not being given approval, it must be broken down. Especially when it's on waterways. You see people filling gutters and they're putting out buildings. It is wrong. So one way of preventing bad layout settlement is that we must demolish all unauthorized structures or buildings, especially on what? On waterways. The next one is law enforcement on building and construction. Anyone want to put up a building or any structure must go to the authority, the appropriate authority for what? Building permit before you start the construction, so that the authority can monitor and make sure you are doing the right thing. The fourth one is formation of what? Construction task force. Formation of construction task force. These are people that will be coming around to make sure that you are putting up the right structure. The permit that was given to you, say you are putting up a story building, you say a 4-story building, they will come around to make sure that you are doing the right thing. That is not something, you see these people around and they come to your area and they tell you that stop work, produce permit. Stop work, produce permit. It means that they suggest that you don't have the permit to put up the structure there. So to continue the construction, you have to come to the office for permit. And sometimes when you refuse, that's when they come around to demolish the structure. I hope you are enjoying the lesson. Now we move on to another major problem in Ghana. A very big problem we are facing in Ghana, especially in our towns. And you know, some years ago, this issue of flood claimed a whole lot of life. Over 200 something people died as a result of what? Flood. So what are the causes of flooding in Ghana? Causes of floods in Ghana. One is poor planning of our communities. Two, poor drainage system. The third one is silting and then choking of what? Drains. Our gutters are choked. So rainwater doesn't have access to our drains because they are all choked. And the next one is the non-enforcement of what? Environmental laws. We overlook certain laws and we allow people to do what they like. So we are saying that causes of flooding in Ghana, especially in Accra here, it is as a result of poor planning of what? Our communities. The second one is the poor drainage system. We have smaller gutters, the gutters are not covered. All gutters are choked. And another one is that our authorities are not enforcing what? Our environmental laws. These are some of the reasons we are facing the problem of floods in Accra, especially in our cities. We move on to our last objective for the day. That is suggested ways of what? Controlling what? Flooding in Ghana. Ways of what? Controlling what? Flooding in Ghana. There should be proper planning of our communities. Authorities must make sure that anytime a structure is put up, what happens is that that person has permits. Nobody should put up a structure at anywhere without what? Permit. The second one is Construct proper drainage system. There must be what? Proper drainage system to allow rainwater to have free what? Flow to the sea. Okay? The next one is to keep, there should be intensive public education on the need to keep our environment or surroundings clean. We must be educated that when we keep our environment clean, it is for our own benefit. The last one, which is implementation of sanitation laws. Implementation of sanitation laws. All those who break the sanitation laws must be prosecuted, sent to court and prosecuted. You see people putting rubbish in gutters, throwing rubbish into our gutters. All these are some of the things that are causing floods in Ghana. I hope you have enjoyed the lesson. Take very good care of yourself. Waiting to see you in our next video. Bye-bye for now.